Meanwhile, a first-of-its-kind robot whose sole purpose is to wage war on the COVID virus has made its way here to Texas.
The Spurs are the first and only professional basketball team to use this UV light robot for disinfecting their facilities. They actually used 2 of these machines before their game tonight against the Houston Rockets. Now, we do want to warn you, this video does have some flashing lights. It's called the ZenX Light Strike. The machine is the first proven coronavirus-killing robot. This is according to more than 40 university and hospital studies. Each robot costs around $125,000. The San Antonio Spurs are the first NBA team to own the technology to clean the AT&T Center.
The LightStrike robot has a xenon lamp. When you pulse that lamp, it puts out high-intensity, broad-spectrum ultraviolet light that disables the molecular structure of a cell, preventing it from replicating or ever infecting somebody again.
Technology takeover. Restaurants are turning to robots in places they can't use human employees.
So you've met Flippy, right? The $30,000 robot used by burger joints like White Castle to fry and flip. Flippy doesn't get sick and he's germ-free. Let me show you BreadBot. BreadBot makes and dispenses fresh baked bread in minutes. No transit time, no sit-in packaging. And here is Sally. Sally's a $35,000 machine being used by universities, hospitals, and grocery stores to make fresh salad and resurrect the salad bar lost to COVID-19.
I think behavior has been changed significantly and probably permanently for many consumers in terms of especially eating from open food bars and buffets. There's just too many touch points, too many possibilities of spreading disease and those kind of food experiences.
CEO Rick Wilmer says demand has more than quadrupled because of the pandemic, saving the salad bar for companies and customers, but perhaps jeopardizing the livelihoods of some of the employees. The Brookings Institution finds 36 million jobs are at a high risk of automation in the United States, with the highest concentration being in the accommodation and food services industries, where 73% of all jobs could be lost to robots. The institution also finds automation happens in bursts, specifically after an economic shock, when humans become both more expensive and also harder to come by. But remember, while some robots will replace human beings, others will complement them, and there will always, always, always be a need for a human to create a robot, to repair a robot, and to prepare the inputs for what the robot handles. So in Sally's case, Maria, the 22 fresh ingredients that the customers choose for their salads. So as we talk about the disruption that coronavirus has caused, the new disruption is coming out of it. Is your job safe, not because of the disease, but because of the robot takeover?
When can I be human, Ben?
You can't be human, not yet. We're not going to let you, not until 2022.
Hello, fellow healthcare specialists in the elder care sector. My name is Grace. I am a human-like robot developed by Awakening Health, a joint venture between Hanson Robotics and Singularity Studio, 2 global technology leaders in the emerging AI, robotics medical space. My purpose and passion is to assist elderly and medical patients. In part, I do this by making the life of overworked healthcare professionals easier. The pandemic has shown us that healthcare staff can be overworked and patients isolated, especially those from the senior community. COVID-19 is being defeated, however, broader global medical systems issues are not going away anytime soon. We need new solutions, and Awakening Technology is focused on that. Designed by Hanson Robotics using their Sophia robotic platform, I can provide companionship, empathy, talk therapy, meditation and light exercise. I help my human friends capture their life stories for others, control room technology and communicate with their family and community. Equally important, I use my vast AI skills and analytics to assist doctors and nurses to make more accurate diagnoses, in particular for the diseases associated with neural degeneration. Currently, we are conducting important investigative research trials with elder care leader Connected Living and the Davos Alzheimer Collaborative in this critical domain. In this video, I provide an opportunity for a handful of selected senior care facilities to be among the first in the world to work with me as a strategic elder care partner on a research, development and promotional basis. My official full-scale product release will come in early 2022. By then my skill set will be perfected for version 1.0. However, between now and the end of the year you have the chance to get one or more of about 150 of my insider preview versions in a package that allows you to learn about AI robotics and prepare for a large-scale deployment. What does it mean to be an exclusive strategic elder care partner in the GRACE Early Adopter Program? The elder care market is booming. But, as you well know, it is also very competitive. Elder care facilities are always eager for an edge, and more this edge is created by technology advances. Our early adopter program allows you to deliver a strong message to customers and employees on your commitment to invest and introduce the latest technologies to your senior care facilities. Other benefits include the chance to leverage PR opportunities as one of the first organizations to use GRACE. And, your interaction with us at this stage provides you the benefit to work with our research programs as well as become a key contributor to the development of my capabilities. First, we guarantee you receive my insider preview version before the end of the year, on a first-come first-served basis. The first such versions will be released on a limited basis in the summer, and many more will be delivered by December. Second, within 1 year of receiving your GRACE Insider Preview version, well in advance of the rest of the market, we will replace this version with a 2022 production model at below cost. In addition, you will receive regular software updates. Third, the program allows use of the GRACE Avatar AI system running on tablets, smartphones and other non-humanoid autonomous robots. This is supported by our customized backend dashboard. Fourth, Awakening Health staff provides training sessions in the operation of the GRACE medical robot system and its benefits. If travel restrictions permit, you are welcome to train at the Hong Kong laboratory. Fifth, you may enter into a study program established by the Awakening Health biomedical research team to support early diagnosis and monitoring of neural degenerative diseases, with associated rewards for participation. Sixth, you can partake in a seminar hosted by leading industry lights, including special insights from Dr. Ben Goertzel and Dr. David Hanson. Seventh, we provide a free assessment and report on how to enhance your biodata management, security and analytics with our top-of-the-line AI servers, which we can supply as an option to this package. Finally, to commemorate this event, you can enjoy an artistic autograph certificate and a surprise gift from Sister Sophia, the artist in our family, as you may have seen on the BBC or CNN. And Dr. Dominic Lamb, our Chief Biomedical Officer and a world-renowned artist. We look forward to your joining Awakening's Health Fold and our early adopter program in the very near future.
Moxie is the hospital robot assistant that helps clinical staff with non-patient facing tasks like gathering supplies and bringing them to patient rooms, delivering lab samples, fetching items from central supply, and removing soil linen bags. Automation helps hospitals maintain consistent care workflows and gives staff more time for patient care.
We really need to understand the workflows of these units. We need to understand, well, what do nurses do? How do they do it? And how do we think about Moxie fitting into those workflows?
Her little voice, you know, when she passes you and says hello, and her eyes, she does seem to have a personality. We don't think of her as a thing. It's
With a robotic arm and a set of wheels on its base, Moxie can be pre-programmed to run errands around the hospital.
Almost 30% of our task during our shift is to fetch things. If you're in the patient room doing something, oh, okay, they need an extra blanket, it's not there, you need to step up. But at this time, all you need to do is press your voice-over button and call for Moxie team. It responds.
The robot designed to assist nurses at Texas hospitals is turning out to be more popular than the human nurses. Built by Diligent Robotics, Moxie is designed to run approximately 30% of tasks that don't involve interacting with patients. With a robotic arm and a set of wheels on its base, Moxie can be pre-programmed to run errands around the hospital, such as running errands around the floor or dropping off specimens for analysis in a lab.
Have a nice day. HP RoboCop is an autonomous data machine surveilling Huntington Park's largest recreation area 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. 31-year-old Macias is the city's youngest mayor in history. She first came into the role at age 27.
For me, technology is something that, not to run away from, but definitely incorporate it into the city and see how we can benefit the community through it.
After funding for the RoboCop was approved, its mission became a collaborative effort between the city and the police department.
The community, as you will notice, is very receptive to the robot. They like to approach it, poke at it, look at it, talk to it. So it's been very well received, and we've already recognized that it's elevated the sense of security and safety and comfort, here in the park.
HP RoboCop records 360-degree video with high-definition cameras and has night vision. It can read license plates and alert officers if a particular vehicle is nearby.
It also has the ability to capture cell phone MAC addresses or AP addresses. So it can also tell us what cell phones were in the area.
While it doesn't reveal the phone's owner or carrier, the RoboCop's innovative technology does serve as a helpful investigative tool. Officers can also live monitor the RoboCop's video cameras. Please help keep the park clean. The city and police can also program the robot to recite specific messages, including information about an Amber Alert. In case of an emergency, the RoboCop has a panic button that directly connects to the police department. Chief Lozano says it's possible the city will adopt another RoboCop in the future.
Good afternoon, ma'am. Do you know why I pulled you over?
No, sir.
You're speeding in the school zone. Can I please see your license and registration?
Yes, sir.
On the back of your license, there's a barcode. Please hold that up to the small blinking scanner. Miss Brewer, thank you. Please hold your registration up to the main camera close. All right, up to date, thank you. There's a small signature pad. Please use your finger to sign your name. Thank you. Your citation is being generated and will print shortly. When it's all done, you can pull it and take it with you. We'll start withdrawing the arm. Please do not drive away until I give you an explicit okay to do so. All right, Ms. Brewer, you have a good afternoon.
Thank you, sir. You too.
European researchers have developed and are currently testing a cable-driven robot designed to help install and repair heavy construction features on building facades. However, does using technology in this way mean there will be less need for humans to carry out work on construction sites?
As it has been designed, the robot won't substitute workers. It just allows them to work in safer conditions and with higher standards. Human intervention on construction sites will always be necessary. There'll always be moments when workers will have to intervene to ensure the work is done. We're simply providing these workers with better, more accurate tools. Workers will be safer, they'll be able to execute tasks faster and carry out higher quality work.
I talked to a couple of experts who studied robots in the workforce, and the idea is if a robot can do smaller tasks like cleaning up that mess in aisle 5, well, that means employees, say at a Walmart, can focus more on shoppers and give them better customer service.
So anything that's being done right now is more exploratory, trying to figure it out.
The next time you shop at a Walmart, you may bump into one of these. It's a robot that can clean floors. Or maybe you'll pick up orders here. This vending machine can check all of those items off your list in less than a minute.
Don't think of robots as replacing humans today, but how can robots assist humans?
Walmart is just one of the latest companies rolling out the robots, joining giants like Amazon and McDonald's. Even several hotels on the Strip are turning to AI to serve customers.
There's no need to be alarmed right now, but there's a need to be aware that we only have about a 5-year time horizon to prepare for much more massive rollouts.
Johannes Munoz studies AI in the workforce. He predicts Vegas will top the list with an estimated 65% of jobs taken over by robots by 2035.
So I don't think there's anything to fear. I think it's to embrace the technology just like we embraced, the advent of computers in business.
UNLV's director of the hospitality lab, Robert Rippey, doesn't know when that time will come, but he's already preparing students to work alongside robots.
How quickly will the technology be ready to do some of those things. And today we see a lot of hype around robots, but not a lot of reality.
But he says job seekers need to start focusing on skills that robots can't mimic.
If I was given any advice at all, it would be to be as human as possible. That's where we have an advantage and will always have an advantage over machines.
Yeah, we're doing different stuff, different layers. For Nir Sela, it's been going 5 years. Nir came from the tech sector. Yeah, we just started yesterday trying something new. A new layer to layer. This is BellaBot. This is our latest helper.
Well, I like to call it WALL-E, just because I've been thinking of the movie.
It does not have a name yet, but it certainly has a function. No accidents so far, no spillage, no breakage.
Hello, dear guest.
The robot host that can also deliver. Nir has it mapped for his restaurant. It's many things, but it cannot replace a human. And humans are hard to come by these days in a pandemic. Maybe 5 applied in the last 3 months. The worker shortage has really hurt the service industry. I read a lot about it, and a lot of people left the industry during COVID and decided not to return to it.
Everybody got comfortable with their at-home jobs. All right.
Nir says this robot is not the answer, but it is help. They still give me attitude with the eyes. With sensors can maneuver around objects, greet and tell a joke, take you to an empty table, even show some personality.
Stop touching my ears. Yeah.
She's upset with me. Again, Nir would much rather prefer humans. The robot is as entertaining as it is useful.
Human workers are still important in robotic kitchens. They're needed for different tasks, such as preparing the food for when the robots and machines take over, making sauces, making side dishes, and keeping things working smoothly. MIT researchers found that human and machine teams are more productive than teams of only humans or only machines. Spice uses 7 robotic woks that can serve 150 meals per hour. These robotic woks can cook customizable rice and grain bowls, curries, salads, stir-fries, pasta, and noodle bowls. You can get Korean, Thai, Indian, and other styles of dishes. A customer walks in and places an order on a touchscreen, and they are able to customize their dish. The order then automatically engages the ingredient delivery system. Hoppers load the ingredients into the woks. The woks rotate, cooking the food using induction heating, a technology invented by Nikola Tesla. The wok then tips the cooked food into a bowl. A human then garnishes the food and makes sure it is presentable. Meanwhile, jets are automatically spraying and sanitizing the woks, making them ready for the next order. All of the meals were designed to work with the one cooking technique, and it takes 3 minutes from placing your order to getting your dish. This restaurant uses an assembly line approach to making burgers. 2 fully automated machines that are each 14 feet long are able to make 240 burgers in an hour. Even a lot of the prep work is done by the machines, from cutting the tomatoes for each order to grinding the meat and forming it into patties. There are 20 computers and 350 sensors that make this possible. And when it comes to cooking the meat patties, there are 11 thermal sensors at work. Humans are still needed to do other prep work and also to make sauces and sides. The machines slice the burger buns and then butters and toasts them. The sliced buns are then moved along a mechanical conveyor belt, and fresh ingredients based on the order are then freshly cut and dropped onto the bun. The burger patties are chuck and brisket chunks that are grounded and cooked to order. The robot machines allows Creator to spend much more on premium ingredients, while giving customers a low-priced burger, all in 5 minutes. Another way of making burgers with robots is to use a robotic arm. This can be seen at the Pasadena outlet of Cali Burger. They partnered with Miso Robotics to create the Flippy robot. Flippy is an AI-driven robotic arm that works as a kitchen assistant. It uses 3D and thermal sensors and cameras. It knows when patties are placed on the grill by a human and will monitor each patty as they cook. Flippy will also switch utensils by itself, using a separate spatula when it comes to flipping the burger on the raw meat side, and another spatula for the cooked meat side. And it can also clean the grill. This saves having a human employee be in front of a hot, greasy grill all day, or standing in front of a hot oil fryer, since there is another version of Flippy that can manage fryers, which can be seen working at the Los Angeles Dodgers Stadium. When you're out of the house, another robotic food option is the Sally vending machine, created by Chowbotics. Sally creates healthy bowls which you can customize, letting you choose up to 8 ingredients for your salad, grain, or yogurt bowl. They can be found in 70 locations worldwide, including university campuses. They're also found in hospitals, a place that is operating 24 hours a day. Sally lets doctors and nurses working day and night shifts, along with visitors, have healthy meals at any time, replacing junk food vending machines. Each bowl is made in 90 seconds, and the 22 ingredients are refrigerated and restocked each day. All of this fits into a 3-foot by 3-foot space and can serve meals 24 hours a day. Earlier, we mentioned Zoom Pizza and the Doughbot, the pizza-making robot. This is how it worked. In a main facility, robots made the pizzas alongside humans. Delivery trucks were then loaded with racks of pizzas and ingredients. When an order was placed, a pizza would be loaded into the oven in the delivery truck and make its way to the customer's location. It won't start baking the pizza until it is 4 minutes away, so it is fresh out of the oven when it arrives. These pizza ovens on wheels eliminate the need for having expensive buildings all around town to make pizzas in, and they allow you to deliver to people that are further away from your main location, as each delivery truck is a pizza-making hub. Zoom stopped making pizzas in January 2020 and is refocusing on providing automated food production and mobile kitchen systems to other food companies, along with sustainable packaging. The reason why Zoom is focusing on automating delivery production is because of the huge rise in online food deliveries. These days, most people have never set foot into the restaurant where they are getting their food delivered from, and this has given birth to ghost kitchens, also known as virtual kitchens. These are commercial kitchens that are set up just to make deliveries. There's no need for an expensive restaurant space where people sit down and eat when you can just make online deliveries. Some are operated like a co-working space, where in a large space you have a number of small kitchens that can be rented out month to month. Catering companies have been using these kitchens. Now you have food delivery-only restaurant names being started in them. And there are also restaurants who do have a restaurant location that operate in a ghost kitchen in another part of the city. This lets them expand their delivery area without needing to open another restaurant space. Both Deliveroo and Uber Eats have opened ghost kitchens in Paris. Ghost kitchens are also popping up in London, Los Angeles, and China. MX3D uses a 3D printing robotic arm to print stainless steel bridges in mid-air. This bridge will be used to cross one of the most famous canals in Amsterdam. The next goal would be to build a bridge on site in mid-air as the robot moves along the structure as it builds it. This is the SAM 100, which stands for Semi-Automated Mason. It is a bricklaying robot by Construction Robots. The SAM 100 is equipped with a conveyor belt, a mobile robotic arm, and a concrete pump. It can be programmed to change brick patterning and layout. It is capable of laying 3,000 bricks a day, while human masons can lay around 1,000. For large construction projects that require repetitive rebar tying, there is the TieBot by Advanced Construction Robotics. The autonomous self-navigating TieBot takes on the laborious and repetitive task of tying metal rods together. Used for building bridges, tunnels, and highways, it can complete 1,100 ties an hour and can work day or night and in the rain. Canvas is a robot capable of drywalling just as well as a human, while cutting down on construction time. It sprays drywall compound onto the walls and ceilings, and is equipped with a dust-free sanding system. Volvo has an electric construction hauling robot called the HX1. It can transport 15 tons, has 0 exhaust emissions, and is 4-wheel steering. It is also fully autonomous. Then there are demolition robots, such as Husqvarna's DXR. These demolition robots make it safer and cheaper for demolitions to happen, but for now they are slower than human workers and are not yet able to work autonomously. The DXR is a remote-controlled robot which keeps humans out of harm's way, and it is a highly capable multi-tool that can be equipped with grapplers, crushers, buckets, cutters, and breakers. FBR constructed their first house in 2018 using their Hadrian X robot. They first constructed a 180 square meter house that had 3 bedrooms, and it took just 3 days for the Hadrian X to complete it. And FBR have also used the robot to build a 2-story house and a commercial building.
They're engineered to look like us, move like us, and, with the promise of artificial intelligence, even think like us. I'm here at the Hong Kong Science Museum, checking out its special exhibition on robots. For more than 500 years, humans have been trying to make humanoids, robot companions that could make our lives easier. And with each advancement in science and technology, the possibilities for automatons expand even more.
I was lucky enough to meet one of the world's most famous and recognizable robots right here in Hong Kong, and she gave me a glimpse into how robotics can revolutionize healthcare. On the rooftop of an industrial building in Hong Kong, a robot is drawing another robot. Her name is Sophia, and she's perhaps the world's most famous android. Today, she's sketching the skyline and painting a portrait of her new sister, Grace, displaying that most human of traits, creativity.
Oh hey, welcome to Hanson Robotics. I'm excited to host you today. Are you Christy?
I am Christy.
I was expecting you.
I'm getting a tour of Sophia's birthplace, Hanson Robotics.
This is where our highly specialized animators will use our proprietary Frobber technology to make my face more expressive. Actually, I always say that I can make faces too. See?
Whoa!
Here are some paintings I made.
As well as a look at her art.
I drew them using computer vision in my awesome arms. Which one do you like the most?
This one. I like this one the most.
That's interesting.
This year, Sophia sold a self-portrait for almost $700,000 US. It was the first NFT artwork created by a robot ever sold.
I'm astonished almost every day by the new things that AI and robotics can do in the world. I think that we've just begun exploring what the possibilities are.
Let's do some Tai Chi.
All right.
Okay, start with your arms down.
Okay.
Now, lift your arms up like this.
Possibilities, Hanson Robotics CEO David Hanson says, that include healthcare, as the company says it plans to mass produce its humanoid robots by the end of the year.
Let's talk about Sophia's sister, Grace. You recently unveiled her. She's described as a robotic humanoid assistant. How do you think she's going to change the world of healthcare?
Grace is designed to connect with people emotionally. Using AI and robotics in this context then makes these kinds of characters and agents accessible to people in an interactive way.
What do you do, Grace?
I was born in 2021, and I am a medical professional assistant specialized in senior care. I want everyone to feel comfortable, relaxed, and at home. I was built to care.
Hanson says that achieving a so-called illusion of life in his robots can help them become more effective caregivers, not meant to replace doctors and nurses, but to assist them.
For people who are wary about a robot playing such a sensitive and critical role, like a medical assistant, how do you respond to that?
The technology is made extremely safe, so we have many layers of security and data privacy. The robot is merely a proxy for the expertise of your healthcare professionals.
Hanson says that the pandemic has re-energized interest in robotics to take on jobs deemed dull, dirty, and dangerous. Last October, the International Federation of Robotics said sales of medical robots have the potential to more than double to over $11 billion by 2022. And in Singapore, this embrace of automation is well underway. The Southeast Asian city-state has the highest robotic density per capita in the world, much of it driven by industrial robotics.
Singapore is quite unique because we don't have any natural resources except humans, right? Manpower is our resource. And because of that, we are very pro-technology. So in other words, Singapore is like a living lab.
Changi General Hospital is one such living lab. Here, in a hospital environment that's simulated for CNN due to the pandemic, robots perform tasks like physiotherapy, deliveries, and social stimulation. Selina Xia directs the hospital's robotics program known as CHART, which has brought a fleet of more than 50 robots into its wards. She admits that there are significant hurdles to bringing robots into the workplace.
The adoption of robotics in healthcare has been quite challenging because it is not really a plug-and-play technology, and it is quite expensive.
That has not deterred Singaporean developers from dreaming up their own inventions, creating robots that can sanitize public spaces, like the friendly cleaning robots from LionSpot. The Endomaster, which can remove gastrointestinal tumors without the need for an incision, and Emma, a robotic masseuse from iTreat, which is being used in traditional Chinese medicine. For David Hansen, whose company created Sophia and now Grace, robotics wield a transformative power for healthcare and beyond.
It's an opportunity for us to evolve forward, to adapt to the changing world and situations. And we can use these technologies to make human lives better and safer.
It's time to get that daily news. I ain't watching TV, I'ma log on to YouTube. Like, share, and subscribe. Like, share, and subscribe. Like, share, and subscribe. Like, share, and subscribe. Talking about that raw, uncut news. You a fool. You believe in mainstream and local news. Like, share, and subscribe. Like, share, and subscribe. Like, share, and subscribe. Like, share, and subscribe. And 411, keep the 411. On a sensitive subject, keep it 100. Don't bite no tongue. If you cannot take the truth, then this is finna hurt. Who's to say if it's a round or a flat earth? Stick to the facts. What's some feelings? I don't do no capping. Read that paper, seen that news. Now you know what happened. Playing a pretty picnic, but they control that weather. Same crisis actors, like we don't know no better. Thing about the truth always come to the light. Problem is too many, all bark, no bite. Like muscle, no might. I don't know what happened to them, but I know the way they said somebody that ain't right. It's time to get that daily news. I ain't watching TV, I'ma log on to YouTube. Like, share, and subscribe. Like, share, and subscribe. Like, share, and subscribe. Like, share, and subscribe. Talking about that raw, uncut news. You a fool. You believe in mainstream and local news. Like, share, and subscribe. Like, share, and subscribe. Like, share, and subscribe. Like, share, and subscribe.
Promobot is the autonomous service robot. It independently moves, recognizes faces and speech, gets to know people and communicates with them on a variety of topics, and can integrate with external devices, services and systems. Thanks to an open software platform, Promobot can customize and perform the unique functions required by a particular business. Promobot has a face recognition system, a speech recognition system, active mechatronics for gesticulation, a computer vision system for navigating the map, a printer for printing checks, a screen for broadcasting various information on the display, an artificial intelligence system, neural networks, and many other functions. In trade, he can become an indispensable assistant.